This month on Images, build a foundation for a career in architecture, visit the heart of it all at the Student Services Center, and get to know this year's overall outstanding faculty member. All of that and more on this edition of Images. Hi, I'm Rio Almaria, admissions representative at College of DuPage. Welcome to Images, the program that keeps you up to date on what's happening here at COD. Each year, College of DuPage honors one educator who stands above the rest as its overall outstanding faculty member. For the 2012-2013 academic year, this distinction is awarded to Professor of Psychology, Dr. Ken Gray. Ken recently spoke with Images about his passion for sharing his love of psychology in the classroom.
I think there are two things that I really like about teaching. One is just the actual activity itself. I just find it very, very enjoyable interacting with students, either in front of a group of them as the teacher, or as the leader of a small group. Talking about research articles and research projects, or even just one-on-one. So again, it's just that interpersonal interaction that I greatly enjoy. And then the second thing is it's always been important for me to feel as if I am doing something important, doing something meaningful. And I honestly can't think of a better way to do that than teaching. I try to connect to students. One thing that I try to convey is that I remember what it was like to be a student. At various times, I've been a very good student and a not so good student who was very unmotivated, didn't care about any of my classes. And so I feel as if I tell the right story at the right time to the right person, I can connect with a lot of different people. I do try and leverage those experiences, having been disengaged, and the importance in my personal development of discovering what I really liked to do, and finding that discipline that really spoke to me. The other thing that I do just sort of in general is I really make a very special effort to try and get to know each student individually. In the beginning of the semester, we do a number of activities to kind of get to know each other, to learn each other's names. I try to talk to students before and after class so that we all feel comfortable with each other. I had one experience very, very early on that a student I will never forget, and he probably has no idea that I'm always gonna remember him. He was in my general psychology class, and early in the term I was taking attendance and he wasn't there, and a student who had known him from high school yelled out, "Get used to it." So obviously this was a student who was not particularly motivated, had never done well in school before. So it turns out the student did sort of start coming to class. I mean, missed a few at first, and then started to come a little bit more regularly. His performance then obviously improved throughout the course. And I was walking down the hall with him at the very end of the term. I don't even remember why. And he just sort of turned to me and blurted out, said, "I never thought I could be good at anything." It's moments like that when I feel as if I can play a role in helping people develop their own strengths. That's sort of why I feel like I'm here. At some level or another, I've heard many of the previous winners say something like this. And so it almost I almost fear that it's going to sound insincere, but once you're in this position, you really do feel this way. You're almost embarrassed to win it because we have 300 full-time faculty members. We have 1,200 part-time faculty members, and many, many, many hundreds of them are absolutely outstanding. In my role now as the coordinator of faculty professional development, I have the opportunity to see what a lot of people are doing in ways that I had not even known before. And there's just amazing things happening inside hundreds of classrooms every day at this college. And to have me be singled out as the outstanding faculty member, it feels a little bit weird, to be honest. I am honored to have been chosen. It's been a thrill, getting so many heartfelt congratulations from people.
Images would like to congratulate Ken, one of many high-quality educators inspiring College of DuPage students. At COD, the opportunities for learning and personal growth are endless. Check out what COD has to offer you. Visit cod.edu for more information. The modern and inviting Student Services Center is a convenient place to relax, socialize, and study, and provides easy access to essential college service offices and student activities. Let's check it out. College is an exciting time. More than just taking classes and going home, college is an experience. A time to be serious, a time to cut loose and have some fun. Your college experience is what you make it. At College of DuPage, students get a jump start at the Student Services Center.
I actually really like the Student Services Center simply because it brings all the students together.
To me, I think the SSC is actually the heart of the college.
When I walk through the SSC, I see a bunch of people just able to relax, able to study.
I love to study here. Like, the atmosphere to study is amazing.
Well, I really liked it just because I thought it was extremely welcoming.
It's a great place to do your homework at. You can plug in your computers, do study, read your books.
I'm enjoying it. This is a very fun place for me.
Located in the middle of it all, the SSC has it all.
In the SSC, you can definitely go ahead and talk to the admissions office. You got all the different departments there. You have your student financial assistance or registration office. If you need to pick out your classes, you got your counseling and advising upstairs too. Everybody's pretty much close connected, so it's really convenient for all the students.
It was a place where I felt like I needed help with anything. That was the first place I went.
It's a lot easier for the student to have a concise area where you can talk to your advisors, where you can talk to your counselors. The circulation desk is right there for all the information that you will ever really need, or they will direct you wherever you need to go.
With having all the offices close by, I feel like it's perfect only because if I get an email from College of DuPage telling me that there's something I need to take care of, like in registration or even with financial aid, I know for sure that I can do it really quick.
It's really easy. Everything's easy to access. It's really great.
Just as important as studying, the true college experience also includes getting involved and making friends. The SSC is a place that allows students to focus on everything it means to be in college.
My favorite thing about hanging out here is actually the center. As you can see, a lot of people come together. They do their work here, they talk here, they meet up here.
We're all just kind of able to relax, able to kind of get our heads together for our next class and kind of collect ourselves.
Starbucks. I didn't really expect them to have that, but when I saw it, I was really happy.
I like how there's a center so everybody can just chill and be cool with each other, meeting new people.
Being able to talk with all my friends and laughing and having a good time.
It's a place to chill at for all the students.
It's nice to have that gathering so that you can meet with your fellow peers, your friends, that I feel that most community colleges just don't seem to have.
The college experience at COD begins right here in the Student Services Center.
I would say that the SSC has provided us with the ability to enhance our college experience.
It's my first year at College of DuPage, and I really like it here so far. Been making a lot of friends, and I've been growing as a student a lot.
I really like going here. I feel like this was a really smart decision. I'm really happy that I chose COD.
So come on in, make yourself at home, and start your college experience at COD. To schedule a visit to our beautiful main campus, contact Admissions and Outreach at 630-942-2380 or visit us on the web at cod.edu. Coming up next, Images explores the world by studying the art and science of geography. Achieve with COD. With daytime, evening, weekend, and online offerings, COD is a great option for students looking to earn a certificate or degree, transfer to a four-year school, or learn new skills to advance or change careers. No matter what your goals are, achieve them with COD. For more information, call 630-942-2380 or visit us online at cod.edu.
What is geography? If you think of geography as just being able to find a country on a map or name the state capitals, you'd probably be surprised to learn that geography is so much more. Geography is the art and science of location. Of course, maps and map making will always be an important part of geography. From the ancient skills of drawing maps to the modern application of GIS software to make maps that offer solutions and answer questions. Geography is more than just knowing where a place is in the world. It is understanding places and what happens in these places. The interaction between people and the places we inhabit make the world a dynamic, interesting place, making geography an exciting and essential field of study. And College of DuPage is an excellent place to discover the art and science of geography. This is an exciting program with skilled faculty bringing geographic facts, concepts, and thinking to students. Students at COD take geography courses for a number of reasons. There is a great deal of relevance in geography to other fields of study. Geography courses offer complementary insights to the study of political science, anthropology, sociology, economics, earth science, and other coursework at COD. All of our courses transfer to four-year institutions. In fact, students transferring to four-year schools benefit from COD's wide array of geography courses. Ultimately, a degree in geography is flexible. Geography majors are prepared to handle a wide variety of problems, and the job outlook for geography majors is favorable. They are actively involved in urban, regional, and natural resource planning boards. They work internationally for governments, banks, investment houses, and agencies. They serve on state and federal environmental protection agencies. More and more, geographers work in the private sector handling resource allocation and disposal problems. The world needs geographers. An understanding of the people and places of the world helps form a well-rounded citizen and a favored employee. You've heard people say, the world is shrinking. You've experienced the way people are connected across great distances, barriers that would have made interaction impossible not that long ago. Even the worldwide dedication to green initiatives and sustainable resources is key. All these things increase the importance of and the demand for geographers, now more than ever. Discover the art and science of geography at College of DuPage.
The responsibilities of an architect can be as varied as the backgrounds and interests of students pursuing a career in architecture. It is a true blend of art and science, logic, and imagination. COD's architecture program nurtures students' creative and analytical abilities, preparing them for further study and entrance into a field with endless possibilities.
I think ever since we're kids, we have this innate need to build and to create, whether it be houses or have this need to create something that's ours. And so I think architecture has offered me a fountain that I can then produce something that puts my mark on the world.
I've always been drawing buildings. I've always been trying to understand why buildings work, how buildings work, and how can I make my own buildings.
I've always wanted to be an architect. I want to build something, and the accomplishment, like when you finish this, you feel amazing.
Architecture, frankly, is not just like about buildings, it's about being creative. It's an artistic major.
Why not make drawings? Why not be part of that drawing and say this is my drawing, or my building, my art?
I think my favorite part is that basically every architectural project is just a puzzle to be solved. And there's so many different ways, but when you find that perfect way, it's a perfect fit and it all kind of falls into place.
I've always been interested in science and art, so I think kind of where those two meet, and just, I don't know, think about every day a building is used by everyone in it, and that is basically their life. So you're designing something to fit their life.
You know, we're wired as people to be both emotional and rational. And what I appreciate about the architectural profession is that it's right in the middle, and there's endless possibilities. That's what makes it fun every day.
The architect is really responsible for the design and planning of buildings and structures and the places and spaces that we inhabit. And on a day-to-day basis, the architect can be involved in really a wide range of activities, from working with clients to drawing construction documents, building models, working with 3D renderings. But in the end, it's the architect that really manages and leads the design process and is really responsible for the creative vision for a building.
Architecture school is an opportunity for students to express their creative nature, but it also has a good deal of concrete, practical experience.
It also teaches you how to learn new things, which is kind of interesting. And I think it really inspires you to even want more, to learn, to constantly be learning more. And I think that's the best thing about it.
A typical day in school would consist of classes, which were like history, theory of architecture, all these things. And then there'd be a portion of the day, a large portion, which was studio, like design work, where you're sitting there with a professor, like one-on-one, or with other students, and you're making models, you're making drawings, you're talking about ideas and concepts. It's a lot of work, but it's all fun work. Like, it's incredibly fun to design buildings, make models, you know, work with all these peers and learn from them, you know, day and night.
What's wonderful about architecture school is it's precisely, maybe the only time in your life where you get to explore ideas and not be constrained in any way. And that's really the fun of it.
Being in a room full of creative people, like studio, is just amazing. We have 25 kids in our studio right now, and there's 25 answers, and they're all different, and they're all unique.
So to become a licensed architect, you first need to obtain a professional degree in architecture. And here at COD, we offer students the first 2 years of that professional degree. And then we help our students transfer into university architecture programs. Our architecture program at the College of DuPage is unique because we focus exclusively on the first 2 years of an architectural education. In doing so, we can offer students small class sizes, individual attention. All of our studio courses are taught by licensed professionals. We have a rigorous design studio curriculum that prepares students to have a strong portfolio for transfer.
I came to study at COD because I knew that there were great professors who could start my career off. They not only help you and teach you about the process of design and how to design, but they also teach you the skills and the technical parts of it too, and then offer me a great opportunity to transfer to very renowned colleges within 2 years.
The studios are really nice, honestly. You have your own desk space all the time. It's consistent within the second-year studio. It's just home away from home.
There's been a tremendous investment by this community to give students some of the best spaces. In fact, you know, the funny thing is that the design studios you have here are often far better than what you'll find when you go to a four-year institution.
The coolest thing to do is like coming in when a project's due and having something and talking about your project in front of your peers and your teacher. You get feedback from these critiques that help you become better as a designer and almost build, for me, gain more confidence and like, okay, I can do this and I can go further.
Our design studios culminate in a final review, where we invite professional architects to come in and be guest jurors and critique the students' work and give the students feedback on their design projects. The final review is valuable for students because it allows them to develop their professional presentations. It also allows the students to get feedback on their creative work, and it connects our students to working design professionals within the industry.
The ability to actually tap into the surrounding community, the business community, with other architects who are practitioners, rather than just being academics, is something that you rarely find in typical four-year institutions, for example.
We've been able to establish very strong transfer partnerships with university programs in our area. We've had COD students transfer to architecture schools both locally and throughout the country. And some of our students have been accepted into some of the top-tier architecture programs in the nation.
COD is a great place to transfer to another architecture school because we have great relationships with multiple universities like U of I, IIT, Bowling Green, that when you get in, you're as a junior. And we heard on multiple occasions that students, past students that excel in their program.
The amount of information we learn through the software we've used, the design processes, it really helped me move forward and stand out at Bowling Green and take more of a leadership role when it came to projects with other students.
And so College of DuPage offered me a chance to build up my portfolio and come up with some really creative projects, which then helped me transfer to other colleges.
The faculty here are great, and they know the schools in architecture where students really are going to end up ultimately. So they make the transfer process very easy and streamlined.
If students go to a junior college prior to going to a five-year institution, they have the advantage, one, financial advantage, obviously, of not spending as much for 2 years of college, but they also have the advantage of having a different approach. So they go in with a fresher idea about what they're seeing.
I advise young people to not do all their education in one place. The opportunity to do 2 years in one place, to finish that four-year degree somewhere else, and move on to possibly graduate work in a different institution is precisely the right equation. Certainly the COD program is a wonderful platform to move on to finish a four-year degree or go into master's work and be very successful.
If a student's interested in the creative process or the design of buildings, then they should become an architect. If on the other hand they're interested in the building process, then they could pursue a degree in construction management. At COD we offer both of those paths. We have degrees in construction management, architectural technology, which is our drafting degree, and pre-architecture, which is a degree that allows students to complete the first 2 years of an architectural education and then transfer into a university program.
Going to COD, introduced me to architecture, which I was not familiar with and not planning on taking in the first place, and really developed a love for architecture and design and the history of architecture in a way that going to a larger school and being one of 1,000 students would not have been the same experience.
A good architect is one who has a curiosity about things because it covers so many avenues of life. As humans, we all live and work in buildings, and buildings are various types of things. And so to have as broad an interest as possible, everything from science and engineering to the artistic end of things, I think is what makes you a well-rounded professional.
The resources at College of DuPage are excellent, and I would encourage any prospective student to take advantage of them, really think big about what they want to do in their career, and know that you can get that here at COD.
To learn more about the architecture program at College of DuPage, visit www.cod.edu/architecture. Accounting is an essential area of study for all business majors. For Dana Richards, a small business owner and marketing major with plans to transfer to a four-year institution, the gains of studying accounting at College of DuPage have her projecting growth in her professional and personal life.
I came to College of DuPage because I was very familiar with it. I'm from the area and I've heard great things about it. My brother was a student here as well and had a great experience. It was very affordable for me and I had a great assortment of classes that I could choose from, so it was really good with my schedule. I immediately signed up for accounting my first year here, and I took it because it was for my degree. I needed it, but also I took it immediately because I wanted to directly apply it to what I was doing. Besides going to school here at COD, I have a wedding photography business, so that keeps me busy majority of the year, especially in the summers, which is really nice to go to school then. So it's really convenient here with my schedule as well. And then with the accounting, I could directly apply that to what I'm doing in my business as well. My experience with the instructors in the accounting department has been beyond great. What was really nice is that our classes weren't too large, so that I could always feel comfortable asking questions in class, raising my hand, and then afterwards there was time for me to have one-on-one questions and answers, which is really valuable as well. Here at COD, I feel like over my past few years that I've attended, I've gained a lot of valuable resources and learned a lot of valuable things for where I'm going, not only for my future in education, but for my business and things that I could apply right away. And also I'm taking other courses that aren't even directly for my major, just things that I needed to learn right away for me and that I could directly apply, and things that weren't too expensive of classes for me to take for my personal interests, that I felt like I was able to do that at the same time as pursuing my major. My future after COD, I'm definitely studying business in order to soak it up and learn for myself in my own business. So I'm actually going for marketing, so that's what I'll be transferring out for, to really know how to promote myself. So I got a great base for where I'm going, and I'm really excited to see where I'm headed after this as well.
For more information about accounting courses, certificates, and degrees offered at College of DuPage, visit us on the web at cod.edu. There's always so much happening at College of DuPage. Be sure to watch Images every month to stay on top of it all. Until next time, I'm Rio Almaria.